Hi angels, welcome back to my channel. So we are going to be doing a subscriber request today. Now someone had the amazing idea of doing what Mother Lilith thinks about you. Now doing this video I was supposed to do a long time ago, but it hasn't aligned, hence why I'm doing it now. But we are going to do a little bit of a twist with it because I feel like Mother Lilith doesn't want to tell you what she thinks of you, but she wants to help you break free from the mirror of reflection instead. So we have 3 polls today. We have poll 1, poll 2 and poll 3. Pick whichever card is calling to you at this time. Okay, poll 1, you are the Queen of Cups. So let's go ahead and start channeling messages for you at this time. So listen, angels, I feel like the mirror that is being shattered for you is a lot of the emotional cords you have to other people. It is being ruled over other people. And I feel as though there is this coldness coming in, okay? This coldness around you. And the best way I can describe it, you know when like you're in water, or if it's rained and you get cold, like from standing in the rain or being in water, it is that cold, wet shiver that you get. And it's like, I honestly feel like that's the worst feeling, but it is like, just get me in a shower, get me warm. Like, I hate the rain. Twilight energy, okay? I love that, especially because we have a moon here. But I feel as though this coldness that is coming in is really teaching you about the power you hold when you are in tune with yourself, your senses and your psychic abilities. Now I feel like Mother Lilith, she feels like you are way more intuitive and you are way more gifted than you give yourself credit for. You are way more deserving of good things. You have a lot of attributes, I feel like. And I feel this restriction around your throat at this time. I don't know if you're sick or this is also like energetically at this time. And I'm seeing this star, right, that is actually on a church from like Christmas decorations that I can see through my window right now. And it's so bright. It literally looks like a firework. It looks like, you know, when a firework lights and it's like it gets that real brightness before it explodes off. That is how Mother Lilith sees you. She sees this brightness within you. She just showed me a tiger's eye. Is that the right word? I feel like it is. I haven't used tiger's eye in a while, but she's bringing it up. A tiger's eye bracelet or some kind of pendant maybe. She refers to jewelry that you wear, or the things that you have of hers. Maybe it's jewelry, or maybe it's just like crystals in general. There's something around the power of crystals for you, she's saying. She sees that you can use them in your power or in your favor. But I feel like the same way I'm looking out this window, she sees this shallowness, not within you, like I'm saying you're shallow, but it's almost like your body is a mirror. It's like an ice wall, right? Both good and bad, but she sees right through you, she's saying. She sees you through your dreams. Sometimes she sends you dreams as well. She sees the power that you hold, the power of your vessel is important. She wants you to leave her a drink as an offering, okay? For some of you, it's wine. But I see this version of yourself that is limited that she's bringing up. She wants you to use the power of the Queen of Cups, this intuitive empath. You have the gift of a healer at this time. And I just feel like you don't use it, or you give your gifts to people who don't deserve it. The Knight of Swords is here, okay? There is someone, wow, I felt the Morrigan come through then as well for some of you. but it feels like you are being warned about someone and you're not paying attention to your intuition. And she sees you again as someone who is very in tune with themselves. But when it comes to other people, the emotional core that you have to them, you don't really utilize, or you don't really understand. Basically what I feel is like she is saying like you're very good at putting up boundaries when it comes to self, or you're very good at saying no when it comes to self, but when it comes to other people there is a bit of a struggle, or there is a bit of a cord here. And even so, like she's saying, because you are an empath and you truly believe that people should heal, you are not someone, I don't feel, who feels people should be oppressed. Okay, and she's impressed by that. But I feel like when it comes to other people, you kind of give this cord or this love because you really want to receive it. But instead, she's saying the mirror for you is about seeing yourself as enough to say no, enough to see how another person's treating you. That is another thing. You see right through people. Look at your Scorpio placements, I feel like is what's coming up, or your midheaven, or your Lilith sign. Okay, look into these things because it's going to teach you about also how the way that you can really empower the relationships and connections that you have around you without needing to always give. You know, there is something here that stops you when it comes to other people, and you are being warned about someone that is coming rushing in to either communicate with you. Now look, we're going through Mercury retrograde soon, and I'm not the cliche person to be like, oh, Mercury retrograde, your ex is going to come back, right? But there may be some wounds that come up, or the crows are even bringing to light. She sends you crows that she wants you to start seeing through. She wants you to start understanding what is a message for you. And she's saying when she sends you a crow, when you see crows, that is a time to, okay, let me go and look at some shadow work. Let me go and look within. Even if you don't feel anything energetically, she wants you to just go and pick up a tarot card deck, or go and sit and channel her, go and sit in a meditation. See what that calling is, because it's not always bad. Sometimes it's actually good as well. I feel like she's going to send you a crow as a good sign as well. Okay. They don't want you to be trapped in a vicious cycle of overgiving, or of allowing your emotions to purge out when it comes to people. There is some energy here around control. You need to control your emotions, but you also need to use the power of the water at this time, the power of the moon, the power of your moon sign, to help you see what the reflection is. You need to start using your gifts as the Queen of Cups, as an empath, as someone who is maybe a bit more sensitive as well. Like, what is your gift? Like, are you clairsentient? Do you have really strong visions? She wants you to start tapping into you because she sees the power that you hold, right? And I feel like she sees the potential that you have, but there's something around that emotion that sometimes can be vulnerability. Vulnerability absolutely isn't bad, because when we are vulnerable, we actually get to see what makes us stronger. And I just feel like she wants you to really to look at what is around you. She wants you to be open. Use that dreamer-like energy. I'm hearing Pisces energy. Are you offering yourself the same cup first before you take it or give it to others? Be careful what you're eating and drinking of other people as well. Be careful what you're doing for others, because you can absolutely give, but I feel like sometimes when we give, sometimes we're literally leading ourselves off a cliff. Now, there is a great ending, an abrupt like change in cycle coming for you. You may be called to let go of people at this time. Certain people that are not serving you anymore. The crows are bringing such death and rebirth. Again, I feel this. I know we're in Sag season now, but that Scorpio energy is important. So I feel like with Pluto in Aquarius as well, there are some changes coming. She's saying changes to the seasons. We are coming into winter at this time. Winter solstice. a Yule for some of you. You're having dreams about people with bad intentions. She wants you to honor them. Do not second guess yourself because other people don't want to hear what you have to say. Wow. You need to be focused on yourself at this time. So, look, I feel like there is someone coming in that is going to block you a little bit, okay? Some of you, someone physically may block you, but it feels like more like you are open to someone else's energy when you don't need to be. And she sees that you do this very often, and it's a sign that you overgive sometimes as well. We must be balanced in ourselves first. But I feel as though there is someone that is mirroring a sign to you at this time, and you need to take it as a sign. You need to listen to it, heed its warnings, because I feel as though you're about to move forwards with a manifestation, but you see the way that she's standing at a cliff. When I first saw this card, it felt like she was moving towards something. But now it feels like that is her past. Like, you know, in like films when the bridge breaks and they can't go back anymore, that is what it now feels like. It feels like someone here is going to either be draining your energy, or you're following someone into a quest, into a pursuit of their healing when you don't need to. You don't need to carry what their healing lesson is. You need to start feeling loved within you. And she sees that you need to get this control over your emotions, and not just so like you become numb, because that is not what I'm saying. If you truly know about controlling your emotions, that means that you have a balance of yourself within. You're not over giving, you're not over purging, you know, but you're also not supporting yourself, and you're not open to receiving as well. It's a balance of making sure that you are open to all. But even then, I feel like I forgot my thoughts, you see. I feel like there is something here, whether this mirrors a person or this mirrors your past at this time. This mirrors this energy. Wow. She's saying that you've always had to fight for what you want. Whatever this represents to you, I'm going to pull some more divination around this, but whatever that mirrors to you, you need to kind of wash it away. Because someone here is going to lead you to their death. If other people are going through death around you at this time, she needs you to not hold on to this. Now, I feel like she sees you going on a quest. And listen, the Sun card. She sees you as someone who has this energy of adventure. You're going to realize soon that you are a lot more courageous and braver than you thought. And you're going to make a series of decisions coming up, okay? And these series of decisions are going to start helping you understand the recognition that you deserve. She sees you as someone who deserves recognition, who has so much intelligence and ability to see a lot of energy around people. Hence why a lot of the times you give to people, because you see, okay, well, this person is just a wounded child, you know, like, I get it, this person on the physical may have done things to hurt me, but I see you're in a child, and I just want to give you that advice. But she wants you to start taking that advice for yourself. I see Gemini energy coming through, that energy of duality. Again, it's very important. It's like your light and your darkness. And when I'm filming this video, ooh, that slid. The Knight of Wands. That got pushed away. There is someone inviting you, inviting themselves to your bed. What is that energy? There is someone that she is literally trying to pull away from your energy so bad. She's not happy. Wow. So the way this card is positioned on my desk, obviously I think the energy, the camera is flipped at this time. Maybe the energy is flipped at this time for you, okay? But there is something really, really heavy being mirrored to you at this time. And the way this card is facing is going towards the past, okay? All the cards, except from the Queen of Cups, are going towards the past. If that is not a fucking sign, I don't know what is. And the Knight of Wands, you know, can be very rushed. The Knight of Wands can be someone who acts impulsively, someone who can be great and motivated, aligned with their action. Now, because there is this mirrored energy happening right now, again, whenever you see this, I am personally in my timeline in the last quarter. But the energy is moving so quickly. The timeline is shifting a lot right now. So there is this one mirror of someone energetically right now keeps inviting themselves to your life or into your bed. This could be a lover. This could be someone that is energetically draining you. And this may be someone that you really value in life, but I feel as though you need to allow this person to go and do their own healing. Again, this person is going through a death. You are not. You have done a lot of your healing. And secondly, she's saying she wants you to go towards something else. Like, because this card is going towards the past, you need to stop looking for happiness in other people. You need to stop carrying other people's voids, is what I'm hearing. Because what's going to happen is you're going to become really restless. And whether you like it or not, you are going to be pulled away from continuously from people, from things that you love, until you learn that it is not good for you. And I do feel like she's saying like you need to rest a lot more, or you need to find some balance around rest. Transmute that energy. The energy of 3 keeps coming out, okay? So 333 may be a sign for you at this time. I also see 12. I'm seeing Cinderella energy. You know when the clock strikes midnight? And I want you to think about what I just said. Cinderella, okay? She goes to the ball. She has her dream to go to the ball. It comes true. But she has to leave by midnight. Because that person is promised to somebody else, or that person maybe he wasn't ready for her to admit that he wanted that person. So I don't know if this is mirroring a connection for you at this time, where it's like someone, you need to allow someone else to do the work for you from now on. You need to start attracting what it is that you want. She sees you as someone who has gone through a lot of injustice because of your past as well. And I hate to shake it to you, but I do see this energy of there is injustice coming towards you. Injustice. There is some injustice that this person, if this represents a person to you, has done. Maybe it was communicating with someone else, or maybe it was having other options, right? The energy of 3. But this person needed to go through that energy. You know what? The twin flame energy right now is coming through. I'm going to honor it. But right now, a lot of the divine masculines in particular, masculines as a whole, right? They are going through a lot of this death cycle of needing to purge out their emotions, to stop running from things, to need to start detaching from their old relationships that no longer serve them. And in order to receive this union, you've needed to take a step back and stop carrying the work, and to start trusting your intuition rather than really holding on to this need that you have to be the one to do all the work, or you have to be the reason to heal. Like, it's not always you. And personally, I spoke about this on my Instagram stories recently, but I said the energy of twin flames isn't to be in this chaser energy, or like one person chases, the other person doesn't. It is to be balanced. Like, you are supposed to be balanced and equal with your twin flame. It doesn't matter if you want someone to worship you or not. All that other stuff don't matter. But when it comes to true twin flame connections, you are here to make profound changes in the world. You are not here to be caught up in who's going to reach out first, or why this person's not making moves, you know? And that's if you're choosing your twin flame. But I feel like she's saying right now, you need to be trusting your intuition. There may be some upcoming heartbreak coming up around this person, or some truth, but it is either going to lead you to a better connection, okay, or it's going to allow and teach you about healing this true balance of a relationship and connectivity. Does that make sense? It's almost as if like this situation that is unfolding around you of you overgiving to other people is going to teach you that you don't need to overgive to others anymore. You need to hold your own, but you also need to learn when it is time to trust your intuition enough to receive support from another person. And this is what it is. It is a time of trusting and honoring the support that is coming in. And she's talking a lot about the mirror for you, okay? And look, here's the death card. Don't resist death at this time. So I feel like part one, the mirror that is being shattered for you is about how you show up in connections and relationships and friendships, and how you honor yourself while also being open enough for love. She wants you to shatter this mirror that you have to be something in order to be with someone. You do not. You need to start trusting yourself more. She wants you to build this connection with yourself. Your throat is really going to open up. I'm seeing Ursula energy here, okay? Under the sea. Again, you see this energy where it's like Cinderella thought she couldn't get her prince, or Ariel, she really met someone. Eric is his name. I can't even remember, to be honest, but she meets Eric and then they can't be together, or she really wants to be a part of that world but she can't. You see that symbolism of like the divine feminine, or you as a whole, needing to trust and understand who you are before transforming into that connection, before allowing yourself to truly receive that. Because otherwise you become chasing. You chase each other, and that is not going to create anything. When you take away from yourself, it doesn't create anything more in your life. And I feel like you need to trust the relationship with yourself first and foremost. I love and appreciate you. I hope that was helpful. Okay, pole 2, you are the 5 of Cups. Let's go ahead and channel into your energy. So I feel like Mother Lilith, she sees you as a creator. Whether you're a creator physically, or you are a woman, or you are someone with a lot of these beautiful gifts. She's showing me a fire at this time. It's funny because like my candle wasn't lit, but I just lit a candle, right? And I'm seeing these flames. It's almost like a bonfire at the beach, and I'm seeing these flames like come up and they're dancing, and they have different images in them. I see a dragon, I see a phoenix, I see a black panther. There is just so much beauty about what you are creating, right? Wow. She sees your strength and she sees your ability to create. The Chariot, I love that. I don't know what that is. I think it's a rock behind her, but you know how I just said about the Black Panther? Some of you black cats are significant. She sees you as a black cat energy. Love that for you. But she sees a lot of pride in you. She sees you wishing you could move forwards in life. She sees you laying down, I don't know if it's like on a bed or it's just symbolism to wanting more of life. It's giving like Ariel vibes. I just said this for part 1. But you know how Ariel, she wanted to be a part of that world, okay? She sees something that you've created with her as well. I don't know if it's a project that you feel you want to create with her. Some of you, it's music. It's art, okay? She wants you to use your creative talents. I don't know if you guys are fire signs or water signs. I don't know. You have a very creative spark within you though. She wants you to do stuff with her. Okay? She wants you to do stuff with her. She wants you to create art or, you know, express yourself in the way that you need to. I don't know if you've had a download from her recently, if you honor her, right? But where it's like you want to like paint yourself naked, or you want to do like a naked photo shoot, but you're like, is it weird to like light her candle and do it? I don't know. There is something that you want to do or you want to create, but you've been questioning yourself. She's saying do it. Do it. Invite me. Wow. You see the images. You're shifting timelines at this time. And again, I feel like this energy of the arts, this feels like dance. She wants you to get your body moving. Because again, I feel like she's witnessing you stand, or not stand, but lay down. So I don't know if you've been bedrotting, or like she just sees you as someone who has all this creativity but has no real outlet. Not in the way that you could rise with it, or you could alchemize from it. She sees like you in a routine that doesn't serve you. And it's kind of this energy of feeling half fulfilled. With the Five of Cups, you are maybe reminiscing on the past, or you're reminiscing on a life that you really want. And you're in this place where it's like, I'm looking at the glass and I see that it's full, but it also feels half empty. And I'm seeing her say like, or see you say, like, this can't be what my life is all gonna be. Like, this can't be it. There should be more, or there is more. She talks to you through the moon, or she wants you to look at the moon cycles. She wants you to learn about her history. She wants you to use her as a reason to live. Okay? Trigger warning here. I don't know what you're feeling or what you're going through, or what you have been through, because it feels very painful. But she wants you to, instead of feeling like you don't have it, or you can't do it, you can't achieve this life, she wants you to light her candle, or she wants you to call her. You don't have to light a candle. You can sit and you can speak with her, even out in the open. And she wants you to use that as your reason. And honestly, facts, because every single time I felt down and I've sat with her and I've channeled her, or I've taken the time with her, I always feel more motivated. It doesn't matter, like, she could tell me I'm going through the worst of the worst, but somehow the way that she delivers messages and the way that she speaks is of encouragement and is of motivation. And she sees this beauty and this art within you. You know how like painters or people who love art look at paintings, and it could be like a straight, just like a straight line on a canvas, and people are like, wow, the depth, and you're like, are you seeing something that I'm not seeing? That is how she looks at you. She looks at you like your art. She thinks that your spirit is brave. You have a warrior-like spirit, especially with this Chariot, the creatrix. You have the power to create, to bring things into your timeline and to shift into other timelines. Do you see this void and this portal here? Do you see how powerful it is? So I feel like she's saying there is going to be a shift in your routine. She is done seeing you live out the same dreams, the same expectation, live the same routine over and over again, to the point it's not making you happy. Maybe it's a workplace that you're no longer happy with. You're literally sitting and wishing and waiting for more. And she wants to help you move there. She wants to help you achieve this. But it is going to require you to shake things up. Some of you, maybe you need to call on Loki as well. He's amazing for that. But like, she wants you to move out of your environment. She wants you to see in a workplace that you feel happy to be in, because guess what? There are places where people are truly happy with their lives. And you deserve to achieve that as well. And the Queen of Wands, this actually came out upright. You see how she comes back into her power? She wants you to achieve this power. So she's going to shake up your routine, or she's saying you can. She won't make you, but she'll give you the signs and she'll guide you if you want to. So for you, I feel like maybe she's saying you need to shake things up in terms of your physical, energetic body. Maybe it's moving, maybe it's exercising, maybe it's just drinking water to flush out the energy. When you feel down, instead of sitting in sorrow, I know it's like really hard. Of course, honor your feelings. You are completely valid to sob and cry. Don't ever feel like you're not. But maybe sob and cry with her. Or maybe go and sit with her. You know, again, you don't always have to light a candle. Sometimes you can just sit and just like call on her energy for guidance. But I feel like it's good for you to have that outlet. It's good for you to make that your first step into doing more for yourself. Because this is what it is. She wants you to do more for yourself. She doesn't want to see you just wasting your potential, because she sees you as someone with a lot of potential. She knows that there is people out there that have hurt you. Some of you don't feel heard, or you don't feel seen. She sees you can be an entrepreneur as well. She already sees you as that. So the mirror for you is really about flowing again. Somewhere along the way, you have stopped moving, or you've stopped dreaming. Wow, this feels very intense. This feels like I don't think I can do this anymore. Some of you, it could have been towards a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, someone that was very manipulative. She sees that. She sees how other people have taken from your glass, even when you had nothing. She's seen the way other people have treated you. Some of you don't feel treated in a connection. You don't feel treated fairly. Three of Cups, or Three of Cups, Three of Swords. Someone really hurt you, or they betrayed you. Maybe this was a third-party situation. Maybe this was deep betrayal because of the way people have always made you feel. You've always felt less than nothing. You've always felt like you're not worthy. Somewhere along the way, you stopped feeling worthy. But she wants you to stop allowing that to be the end. Because there is movement with this Chariot, the creatrix. You can create new circumstances that shit on those that have hurt you. Okay? King of Swords. There are endings coming to anyone that has betrayed you. So there was someone here. I don't know if this is the person that has hurt you, or this is like a father energy as well. I see the father wounds are coming up a little bit, or around masculines, but I see that someone that was causing you conflict is no longer going to cause you conflict. Leave her an offering, Mother Lilith is saying, and set your intention with her, but she usually handles the rest. There is also a solution coming in with a new person, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If it's not a person, it is a way that you can upgrade your subconscious and your belief system. She is saying that you don't have to live in this ending forever. She doesn't want you to, again, waste this potential, but she also doesn't want you to drown yourself in this like fight for a new experience. She wants you to take the time to level up truly, whether it's knowledge within your mind, learning new things so you can actually be empowered. She wants you to take the time to figure out new solutions. But she's also saying be careful about how you're wielding your sword moving forwards. I don't know if it's conflict to others that you've been caught up in, but she's saying like you don't need to fight anymore for people that have already shown you who they are. It is time for you to get the clarity that you need. Do not let anyone tell you that you can't. You may have had someone that was really harsh in your life, cause you a lot of distress or really limit the way that you move. Maybe that is why you're also in a 5 of Cups energy a lot of the time. But again, with the energy of the moon shifting your emotions, you can gain power over your situation. You can change your routine. You can change everything physically. But within, you are going to continuously fight this struggle of never really truly feeling like you are enough, because you are still living in this victim mentality of the way people have hurt you. And this King of Cups is coming through like it's time to tell your story. It's time for you to flow with your knowledge. It's time for you to stop believing that you were never good enough, that you were never knowledgeable enough, that you weren't the person that could rise in their power. Somewhere along the way, someone taught you this belief system. Okay, she believes in you and she wants you to work this out. I love and appreciate you. I hope that was helpful. Pile 3, you are the 8 of Swords. So let's go ahead and take a look. So firstly, the first thing that's screaming to me, you see this black shadow? This looks like a veil to me. Okay, there are intense changes happening around your perception. Okay, you are both being protected by this beautiful black veil, but you are also in a way being restricted. And there is a reason that you're in this veil energy. Now, I've been actually channeling the veil for a good few months. This came to me like, God, I can't even remember. But the power of the veil is very significant. As you may know right now, in the world, there are women that are being restricted from their voices, from their sight, from just being a woman. And it is horrible. It is terrible to see. You can imagine like channeling that energy with Mother Lilith. It's been a lot of female rage and a lot of crying about the injustices that women and children are facing, women and young girls all over the world. And I feel as though your sight is being taken away from you. Again, it is both a protection and it is both a gift. It is a gift to help you see clearly within yourself. Now, I feel like Mother Lilith, she sees you as someone with a lot of these gifts, okay? A lot of these unique experiences that a lot of actually other people don't receive. Now, I don't know if you got brought up in a religious background. I'm seeing church windows. So I don't know, she's saying like you have access to certain things in your environment right now that a lot of other people don't. But these are tools to help you understand on a spiritual level how to free yourself, how to learn from self. And I feel like maybe religion was something that you also had, or there was a level of oppression that has always been in your life where it's like I've always felt stuck. I've never really felt connected to myself. There have been reasons for that, because you are supposed to find your truth. You have been restricted by anyone and everything so you can find your truth. And do you see now how this veil, it covers over you to protect you from other people's perception? Even though it's always been in your environment, you've still been shielded from things. It's so you can process it. And maybe it hasn't been easy. It hasn't. It's been damn painful to go through that. And it has hurt. Had you have not felt that, you would have never understood what it means to be you and what it is you want. And I feel your throat is really opening up at this time. You may be coughing a lot. So I feel like the mirror that is shown around you is really reflecting against all that you want. You are being challenged at this time to understand what has been shown to you. Maybe it's a person that is not treating you very good. It is up to you to get to the root of, one, how that makes you feel, but two, why is it happening? Is it happening so you can put up better boundaries? Is it happening because you need to understand your emotions a bit more? Or is it to show you what you actually do deserve in this life and what you don't have to settle in? You have the answers here. And I feel like it's very telling that you have the apple. I think it's an apple anyway. Some of you, apple, no, I think it could be a heart, you know. I don't even know. Apple, onion, heart. Either way, it's all symbolism to me. Wisdom, layers, getting to know that shadow part of yourself is what she wants to reveal to you. She wants you to know that your restrictions are merely subconscious. They are a mirror. You have the power to create and destroy them. It's not fucking easy. Some of you, a mirror of a person is coming through, okay? Someone is like that you don't like or that you've been struggling with is mirroring a lot to you right now. And once you take the time to sit and understand, some of you it's through prayer or it's through meditation. I see a lot of beautiful Arab women coming through, okay, through Mother Lilith herself. So I feel like she sees that you have been very misunderstood, because I saw a bit of Mary Magdalene then, okay? And what just came up for me was, you know how in religion, we all have our views or our perceptions of how certain gods and deities look. For example, some people believe Jesus was white. Other people know that Jesus may have been actually a person of color. But it's all perception, right? No one can truly ever really know. That is the power of our deities and our gods and goddesses. They are a lot of the time faceless, right? That doesn't change who they are. But I feel as though people kind of do this to you. They put their perception of your self-image, like they tell you you're this, you're that, but that is not the truth. And I feel like she wants you to shatter this perception of the way people view you, or the way that you allow people to control you based off of their views. You're also taking in a lot of these swords, a lot of this information. And while it is up to you to get the truth, remember that you don't have to settle for other people's opinions. And it's okay if you don't even have your own sometimes, right? Sometimes it's not about everyone else. It's about our voice. It doesn't matter what is right or wrong. And I feel like this energy of, you know, having to live a morally good life is it's not very black and white, okay? It comes in different colors, different forms. Because what someone may say is bad, well, actually, when you look at the bigger scope of things, it is not bad. Actually, that person was just going through something. That's why they did what they did. So I feel like you need to get to an understanding of who you are first and foremost. This is why you have the veil. This is why you are shielded from a lot of people sometimes, for other ones. Because you know what it is, when you take away your sight, or when things are taken away from you, you see who is really around you and who is really meant for you. You see the truth. Because it's like there are a lot of relationships that if something tragic happened to the other partner, that person probably wouldn't stick around. If you lost your sight right now, right, how many of you would have people that would go all in for you, that would ride for you? And I feel like there is a relationship that you're questioning, or you're beginning to unlock the truth and wisdom around. You're learning to understand, okay, well, maybe you weren't glittered. You know, like what I'm seeing today, Twilight keeps coming through, but you know how Edward, he glitters in the sun, and she looks at him and she sees him in a completely different way. It's kind of like how you're seeing your counterpart. It's like in the sun, they glitter. But when they're not in the sun, it's like, okay, I don't really know who you are. So there could be a lot of endings to foundations at this time. But again, like your truth is fucking important. The truth that you have. Because certain people are going to be removed from your life. And you need to see certain things for how they are, rather than in this dreamer-like energy, the crossroads. So I feel like you have a lot of death coming your way. okay, in order to move forwards, because I feel like you're confused either about a relationship at this time, or you're feeling very trapped in your environment and you feel like you can't make it past this mountain. But in order to move through this crossroads, it requires death. It requires you to see the truth of people. Now, someone may be giving you false intentions about the future. Maybe it's a relationship that says they want to be long term, but actually, do they? Are they actually long term for you? Or are you putting up with another person's energy and perception because you think that it's not really going to matter? You know, there is a lesson around boundaries coming up and the boundless energy of the crossroads. You can choose any decision you want moving forwards. Today, if I decided I want to be a firefighter, I could absolutely be a firefighter. Yes, I would have to go to school and learn all these things, but I could if that was what I wanted to do. And it is the same with people. Do you actually want to be in that relationship, or are you actually understanding that that person is controlling you? You don't have to put up with it. And the second that you say you don't want to put up with it, there may be a bit of a test from the universe and your subconscious to say, do you actually mean what you say? But you can absolutely move through this crossroads. But it requires you to be in true alignment. And someone right now may be cloaking your energy. Whether it is this person or someone is wearing a mask here. Maybe it's you. Are you wearing a mask to your environment or your life? Are you making excuses saying that you can't do something because you think, oh, I'm not good enough? Well, there's no way. Like, how is that? How would even getting that job be possible for me? Two of Swords fell on the floor and look what it revealed, the Four of Pentacles. You are weighing up what it is that you want in life right now, but you're holding on to a past version of yourself. And I feel like in order for you to move forwards, pile 3, you are going to need to let go of the past. You're going to need to let go of this old perception, whether it's of yourself, whether it's of your life right now and where you feel stuck. It is all just a limitation. We're all playing one big game. You want to win the lottery, you have to play to win. And the past you have outgrown. You've outgrown relationships. You've outgrown that mindset. It is no longer bringing you the peace that you want. And you're going to have to come to terms with the energy of death, okay? Goddess Hecate, she is at the crossroads waiting for you. Once you are able to see forwards, that you are ready to start making the decisions that you want. But how can you if you are constantly worried about what has gone? It requires true transition. Because you are supposed to be this Queen of Wands. You are supposed to achieve your life's goals and your dreams. They are possible. But it's not possible if you won't meet yourself halfway. So I feel like Mother Lilith, she sees this fire within you. She sees that you are going to transform. I hate to say it, but she's saying you will. You will do it. But you just needed this energy to bring you to that realization. Knight of Swords. There is someone that is still causing you resistance. Others, it is your fears to truly flow forwards. You are supposed to share your wisdom in this life. You are supposed to really conquer your fears and have the courage to move forward. Some of you are going to move around the world, is what I feel. But you need to get out of your own head. You need to stop limiting yourself by this reality. Now, don't get me wrong. It is good to be sensible and to be in a place of authority. To really allow yourself to tap into a higher knowledge, which is something that you should continue to do. But do not let the energy of reality stop you from achieving what it is that you want with the people that you want. You have a decision to make around people, around a home. Okay? You can either continue to cry about what you're losing, or you could gain something completely new. And just as I say that, my candle is currently burning. I don't think I can pick this up. It's going to be super hot. It was indeed hot. But it's burning a cinnamon stick right now. It is time to make a decision about the life path that you want, okay? She sees that you are going to do it and you can do it, but the decision is yours. You need to stop fighting yourself and stop carrying everything. You can't take everyone or everything with you. It is time for you to trust yourself, okay? I love and appreciate you, Pearl 3. I hope that was helpful.